You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. Good morning, Rico. Oh, you know what? You're on the wrong mic, dude.
Wakey, eggs and bacon.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to say. I was like, wait a second.
Wait a minute. You got me with the old switcheroo.
I was going to say, I was like, we took 4 days off. Let's see if we remember how to do this. And check. I got everything going on my end. Yep, I still remember. Rico, nope, you're not speaking into a microphone. Yeah, that's a light bulb, dude.
That's a can.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed your 3-day weekend. Happy post-Memorial for you. We got a new season of Beef Vegan Presents lined up for you on this Tap Out Tuesday. I'm very excited because later on in the show, we're going to have Rocco from Rocco's Pizza in as our latest Tap Out sponsor, and they'll have $100 worth of gift certificates for his delicious pizza. And I just mentioned Rocco's, and literally I'm salivating right now. I have to take a big gulp of my own saliva. A gulp. Jeez. Yeah, so excited about that. As I lay dying, tickets are up for grabs today. That's your listener bait as well. And of course, it was an extended weekend, and I start off the weekend with good news. I end the weekend with bad news. The good news is, we got renewed for 2 years. We're going to be around for a while, which is good. Yeah, as long as I don't F things up royally. The bad news is I lost the bet to Herb Stratford. That's not good. I don't care what good news happens before. Whenever I lose a bet to Herb Stratford, I feel miserable inside. I'm just infuriated. And, honestly, if the big meteorite from the sky just comes down today, I'd be fine with it. I'm just like, whatever. Game over. The bet that I lost was Top Gun. All right. The opening box office, how much would they get? Experts were predicting $150 million. Herb, of course, if he read it on Rotten Tomatoes, he believes it is gospel, was like, oh, yeah, it's definitely going to do that. And I was like, no way. A Tom Cruise movie is going to exceed $150 million, even with not really any competition and it being a 3-day weekend. I was miserably wrong. And I actually wanted to go see the movie. I was going to see it with Rico. Rico saw it and grew a mustache just for the sake.
Oh, yeah. Just for Goose, man.
Just for Goose.
Respect.
Yeah. And Top Gun did some amazing things, not only just with the box office, but, breaking all the different types of records, and the reviews have been coming back. And Rico's rundown. How good was the movie?
I loved it.
Yeah.
It was such a good return to form for summer blockbuster movies.
Yeah, so it was just a huge blockbuster film, right?
Absolutely.
Great popcorn flick and didn't disappoint on any level.
Because if you at all, honestly, the whole way through was just adrenaline. It was just Tom Cruise opens the movie with a big thank you, a warm, heartfelt, warm, gratitude for the audience coming to see the movie. And I was telling Beef earlier how funny it is because Tom Cruise on one hand, psychopath.
Yes.
Personal level, you're who is this guy? On the other hand, he's the only reliable guy left in Hollywood who can make a consistent summer blockbuster movie.
Yeah, and that's odd that you say. You're right, but at the same time, it's odd because he's not necessarily the box office champion. Now, here's Top Gun Maverick broke a record for the best Memorial Day weekend opening in the U.S. It took in $156 million over its first 4 days. All right, so that's the biggest opening, not only for Memorial Day weekend, but it's the biggest opening ever for a Tom Cruise movie. This was his biggest win.
That's wild.
The previous holder for this was the Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End with $153 million. So they beat it by $3 million. This is also the biggest opening for a Tom Cruise movie, and the first time he's cleared $100 million or more. Right, in an opening weekend.
Dang.
Yeah, so when you think about this, and you're like, he always delivers blockbusters. He delivers, but they're never over the top. Yeah, like successes. His previous best film was War of the Worlds. Yeah, and that was in 2005, and it had a 3-day opening take of $64.9 million, and it was forgettable to say the least. War of the Worlds won't go down as a classic, not the remake, anyways. So. This is big news for Tom Cruise.
It's the kind of movie you go in knowing what to expect, and you get it tenfold.
Yeah.
So it's amazing, not walking away jaded, they screwed it up again. It's no, they did it right.
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
they even included Val Kilmer in this. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert: Val Kilmer is going to be in this movie, and which is crazy because Val Kilmer had a throat cancer and his vocal box removed. But
Yeah.
you hear Val Kilmer, right?
Yeah. They do it with tact. You'll see.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very tactful.
That's
very
crazy.
respectful.
Yeah, I mean the fact that Tom Cruise would bring Val Kilmer back. I mean, I know Iceman was a large part of the original Top Gun, so you needed Iceman. But yeah, so yeah, kudos all the way around. And yeah, I lost $5, so now I got to start saving up my change and then pay off Herb Schaffer. Luckily, he's not coming in this week, which is good.
You entered the danger zone.
Yeah, as soon as Top Gun broke the record, I emailed him and I'm like, "You're gonna need to stay away from me for at least 7 business days. I can't even see your face." So, all right, let's get this show moving. We're kicking things off with 7 Mary 3. Got Corn coming up after that, and your morning morons next. So keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. But you know the name of the show. Let's go. And you're going to see pictures of her on the broadcast stream because God told her to do OnlyFans and God gave her an expiration date as to when to stop. I'll let you know what that expiration is after Fuel, but we'll keep the conversation going on our broadcast stream. So you can join us there or keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, and this is Seether with Bruised and Bloody. But you know that. What's going on, guys? All right, so I was teasing
Howdy.
our OnlyFans girl of the week. And so, Weirdo, if you're still on the stream, I'll send you an invite to jump you in on the video chat so I could talk about you getting rocked over this Memorial Day weekend competing in roller derby. I want to know exactly what happened because I think Weirdo ended up in the hospital.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, which is not good. But I'm glad you're doing all right and you had a good holiday weekend. Speaking of good holiday weekend, I'd like to congratulate the Todd. I'll get Todd in there too. Todd is a married man. Did you check out? Oh, I guess I didn't send you the link. I should have sent you the link.
I can still beat him at Street Fighter though.
You can. But yeah, I checked out his wedding on Twitch.
Nice.
Yeah, he had it on Twitch.
Congrats, buddy.
Yeah, it looked like a beautiful setup, dude.
All themed out.
What is your email address again, Weirdo? Send me in the comments here. Or Weirdo, email me at beefvegan@gmail.com and then I'll send it back to you. And then Todd. We'll get a recap of Todd. He's already back in Arizona, so maybe the honeymoon starts right now. Are you banging right now while watching this broadcast there, Todd?
That's the way to do it. Keep on fucking.
Yeah, keep on fucking. Oh, yes.
The tagline. We got to keep it going.
Good morning, Christina.
Morning.
Yes. Yeah, and then so this is a flash of our own. Okay, got it. 666. That's our OnlyFans model of the week. Her story is nuts. You're like,
holy bejesus.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, but she still doesn't look bad.
I think you should have for every week you have an OnlyFans model. You should have like a code word to get a discount on their OnlyFans.
I know. Well, we're working on that.
By them.
Yes, eventually. We're like, I would like to legitimately do an OnlyFans Girl of the Month for the station and the show.
Great.
Yeah, wouldn't that be great?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
lean into it.
Yes, but you know, like I said, I want to like support local.
That's right.
Yeah,
Tucson gals.
Yeah, Tucson gals only. All right, hold on.
Maybe Casa Grande.
All right, I'm getting this going. Let's say hi to Todd this morning. Newlywed, what's up, Newlywed?
Hey, what's going on, team?
How you doing, buddy?
From the man.
Yeah.
Still a little tired. Still catching up, but not too bad.
He sounds married.
Already feeling it.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, it was a crazy weekend. Beautiful, everything. You know, it all went great. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, pictures are coming in soon. It was all happy. The only real downside was the bartenders fucked up and put gin in the vodka bottle.
What? Gin in the vodka bottle? So they completely
so they had to. They as bartenders they had to like transfer the liquor just because the bottles that we got were in the biggest size available. Yeah. So not really practical to tip a massive bottle, but
sure.
They put gin in the vodka in one, and so the drinks that had vodka all went out with gin and tasted funny.
Yeah. So, and then, Todd was really particular on this entire menu. And we went over and we had essentially what they were going to be serving at the wedding and had these craft drinks already planned. So, making that little mix up definitely messes up your bar and your setup.
It did. I mean, it didn't ruin the night, but I mean, everything
how was the
else
wedding?
Was...
I know. How was the DJ? Did the DJ do
DJ
good?
was great.
Buddy?
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Right.
In fact, his only real mistake, I kind of ended up having to throw him under the bus because I needed a mic to make an announcement, and then I immediately jumped right in front of one of his speakers and started talking. And of course, it fed back. That's my fault. I should have known better.
You know better than that.
Yeah, that one's on me.
Move.
But otherwise, it was great. He handled every minor little request. He did fantastic. Worth every penny.
I thought you were gonna say he played the Red Wedding from Game of Thrones by accident.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it was almost a red wedding, but we only had 2 or 3 bodies we had to leave out there. So
just all drunk as hell. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. So you're already back in Arizona, obviously from Washington. What's your game plan for the honeymoon?
Next year, once work both of our jobs realign again, we're probably going to go up to Iceland.
You should probably try the sex before the honeymoon, though. Really practice.
I mean, we got a year to work on it. Well, we've tried a few times. It's been going good so far. We'll keep working on it, though.
There's YouTube tutorials.
All right. Yeah.
Dude, Iceland, that's a dream. That's awesome.
Iceland,
go to Iceland.
I assume it's going to be gorgeous, but I can't really say until after I do it. So.
You're gonna meet Bjork and see a bunch of Vikings.
But yeah, it's a gorgeous wedding out in the middle of nowhere and tree houses. The weather ended up being entirely on our side. Cool. It started off cloudy and rainy, and then as soon as we got there to take pictures, it opened up, gave us these bright shafts of sunlight coming through everywhere. So it was gorgeous. And then it was just perfect for the ceremony, perfect for getting in. And then right as we got everybody under the tent to have dinner and to sit down, right as we got everybody sat down, the skies opened up and it just big heavy rainstorm that came down. Lasted 15 minutes. So plenty of time for people to eat. The only people that really got wet were the servers. And, whatever, we got servers instead of bartenders. So every one of them, except for Tony, the head server, who definitely hooked me up immediately after the ceremony to make sure that me and my bride got some food.
Shout out Tony.
Nice. Well, they're supposed to feed the bride and groom first, though, so they fucked up on that.
No, I mean they didn't. I mean that part was fine because we did. Mel thought that they didn't, but I was like, babe, I was right in front of you. Here, he's giving us empanadas. Here, have some. And you weren't having it at the time. So it's not, that one's kind of on you. No, he definitely hooked me up right away. Because we had a moment after the ceremony before the big first announcement of, hey, welcome, Mr. and Mrs. Melanie and Tatri.
So do you have pictures you can pull up and show us? Do you have anything you can show us right now? Not official wedding things.
We don't have the official ones yet, but
we'll set that up. Let me shared. Yeah, I want to talk about this OnlyFans thing. I'm gonna put you backstage real quick, and when we come back, we're gonna kind of be able to get vicariously live through some of your memories, like I was there, like I was invited. I want to feel like I was invited. Yeah. So
I Photoshop myself in there.
Yeah. We're gonna get updates and check out some of the highlights from Todd's perspective from his wedding. And I'm proud of him. He got married after all these years. It's a big deal.
No longer a bachelor.
All right, we got about 5 seconds. Let's get ready to talk about our OnlyFans model of the week.
Excited.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. It's the podcast broadcast. So let's talk about our OnlyFans model of the week. I know some of you out there, you like to support the models out there, those amateur models out there making a living by showing off their goods. Well, there's this woman who became viral, I think last year. She popped up on my radar. Her name's Nita Marie. She's 46. Okay. Which is a good age. And she says she makes a whopping $120,000 a month doing OnlyFans. Yeah, it's insane.
Good God.
Yeah. And God told her. Now she's a Christian. She's a Christian OnlyFans model, right? Okay. She got the blessing from God to show the tatas. He's like, yeah, hey, I gave these to you. Show them off to the world. Right?
She's talking the gospel while she's showing them.
Okay, yes. And I'm going to show you a picture of her on a podcast broadcast stream because God recently talked to her again. He keeps tabs, touches base And he said, you're doing a pretty good job of making $120,000 a year being naked. How about you keep doing this until you're 75 years old? This is what she said in an interview. Yeah. So she said that God has told her to keep stripping on OnlyFans till she's 75 years old. So we could expect her, Nita Marie, to be around for a while. And that's why she's our OnlyFans model of the week, because she's crazy.
If the Lord saith.
And she's hot and she's thick. And all those three ingredients, definitely, that's the holy trifecta in my mind when I'm looking for an OnlyFans account. In the interview, she said that when we experience an orgasm with someone else, we share a small part of how God feels about us.
Okay.
So God thinks about us and just all over the place, just finishing. Like, I'll never look at snow the same way again. Like, God's obviously thinking about us. It's snowing all over my face.
I'm never eating those church crackers ever again.
Oh, yeah. Get a little bit of him inside you. That's his son, though. Different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Get it right. She also says that her husband doesn't want her to stop either because he likes the money too much.
It's like, how much?
Yeah.
Well, praise the Lord.
Yeah. At first, he's like, hey, baby, you got to stop getting naked online. That's
Right.
kind of affecting our marriage. Oh, I just deposited an extra $120,000 into her account. I'll grab the camera.
Right.
Now, Maurice, who's based in Colorado, found her faith after having a dream about Jesus when she was just about 9 years old. And they say the curvy content creator claims she has regular conversations with God to ask her whether he's happy with her X-rated exploits. Now I got questions. Is she conversating with God through chat? Because maybe it's not God, it's just a dude being like, yeah. I'm very happy with you, what you're doing here. It's my way. You're doing my way. You're doing my work. Keep it going.
What a pervert.
Yeah, God, man, he's such a perv. So yeah, we're gonna continue to check out pictures of her on the podcast broadcast stream. We're back here with a new policy that might get you paying extra money at Walmart. Oh yeah, they're laying down the law. I'll tell you more about that next. To Be Vegan Presents. Yeah, there's a lot of different directions to go with this story, so I'm sorry if I'm getting distracted. Because
it's gonna be pants-free, sinless sinning.
Pants-free, sinless sinning.
Yeah. Because if she's Christian, like promoting the gospel, then you're just like, well, it's less guilty looking at this.
Yeah, no, it's funny here. I'm going to see some more pictures here. As I read this story, God told her keep stripping and just keeps checking in.
She's 75.
Yeah.
They gave her a deadline. It's like 76. No. 75. Okay.
Yes. Very good. You think OnlyFans can be around for that long? She's 46 right now, so another 30 years? Absolutely not. Let's see. So yeah, she asks God regularly. She keeps stripping, and he's like, "Oh yeah, bae." He calls her bae. Yeah. So she's a devout. She believes that the Bible is misogynistic, as if it was written during a time when women were not allowed to read or write. All right, and as a result, she made it a mission to help women embrace their sexuality for $15 a month.
I do give it up. I gotta respect her hustle, her business. Go for that angle and just all in.
Yeah, so she's
amazing.
A Christian, so she could still curse.
Right.
She said the Sunner says God wants her to keep her OnlyFans account until she's a senior citizen, and then to empower older women to continue feeling beautiful, enjoying sex. She says she wants to be a GILF and empower older women to look and feel good in their own bodies. And so she also wants to encourage them to have an active sex life. And I mean, she's an attractive woman for sure. And that's our OnlyFans model of the week. So
there is one woman in that age range that I'm like, you know what? She's still good looking. Helen Mirren. That's like it.
Weirdo, I sent you an email. You should have that in your Gmail, but go ahead and check again. Let's get back with Todd here. Good morning, Todd.
Man,
sorry, I had to
real wholesome back and forth,
isn't it?
Like here
How's
you
your
go,
marriage?
strippers
Only
and weddings.
fans.
Yes,
Strippers and weddings.
Yes, you didn't have a stripper at your wedding.
No,
you had a more.
Well, I mean, I didn't ask the occupation of every attendee, but
So it was non-traditional.
I mean, I don't know if wedding strippers are a tradition.
Oh, and in my family they are. All right, let's get back to Todd's wedding. So he did this in Washington. What part of Washington?
But outside of Seattle in Issaquah, Treehouse Point.
Cool.
Yeah, this is awesome.
There we go. The only photos that I have are just like photos that in-laws took right now, actually. And then I found a couple off of my phone.
Nice. That's your wife's family?
That's my wife's family, with my wife hiding in the back there.
Yeah. Nice.
This was rehearsal, which is why it only looks a little bit fancy in the front and very casual in the back.
Yeah,
it looks like a promo photo for sure. Legit happiness.
Yeah, and I didn't mean the bachelor party. I totally meant the wedding. So I like to spice up our weddings. All right, so this is nice.
That's my goofy ass family.
Look how tall Todd's son is, Owen. It's amazing. With that big curly mop, it's great. Hey, did Owen's mom show up to the wedding? Did you invite your ex?
No. Absolutely not. She couldn't afford the
no.
tickets to get to Washington State anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, a beautiful bride on the wedding day in front, and then the two of us. I don't know where they got that photo on the wedding day. Oh, probably during picture time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the moment. The you're done. Get out.
Yeah. That looks sharp.
Dance. That place is beautiful.
With the gorgeous outdoor venue. Couldn't have asked for things to be more picturesque. That was her bridesmaid. That was Paulo. And all of us. And that was my best man over here. That's Rihanna. That was by my best person.
Wait, you guys switch it up,
So
huh? Wow. Look at you. So progressive. I was expecting Bigfoot to show up to that wedding, just based on the location.
Yeah, I mean, it was possible. I have some other, once I get some time to upload. The Airbnb that we stayed at had this trail that went out. It was absolutely gorgeous, but it had a trail that went out and down. There was this weird little shack that had been totally overgrown. There was a weird, 6 foot wide by 1 foot deep ditch that went maybe 40, 50 feet out and then just disappeared underneath this shack. There's a fallen tree and an empty spindle nearby, and the whole thing was overgrown. So we didn't mess with it because there was a 50-50 shot that was nothing at all. And then the other 50 would be it's a portal to some other place. We pop out 25 years later. We're old. Mel mistakes Owen for me just being a little bit taller, but we're older. So he would have shrunk down a little bit, except for we're very battle hardened or whatever we did to crawl back out.
The robot wars.
Yeah, whatever was on the other side. 50-50 shot. We didn't want to risk it with the wedding coming up.
Good
so we
call.
left it alone. I'll have some of those pictures
later. What if though? Ugh,
yeah.
Bother me.
Well, that's amazing. That's a beautiful setup. And then, I got to watch. You know what? You should post the Twitch stream in the comments as well for people if they want to check it out. It was cool
we'll have once we had a videographer there because of course we did.
Of course, you went Dungeons and Dragons, everything, which we got to whip together a campaign for our streaming event. That
was we had custom minis made, and that was our cake topper with the whole thing having a pretty.
Now, let me ask you this. So obviously you and your wife are very into Dungeons and Dragons. That's how you met. Does your family understand that? And does her family, do they get it? Do they get the references and they get the whole concept of the game or any of that?
I mean,
the culture.
They understand that do they understand Dungeons and Dragons? So the daughters do on the side. Do the parents? Maybe they understand that it's a game and we just make each other happy. But there's a lot of other things in our lives.
Did you guys actually have a game during the wedding, like a campaign at all?
We had my house game, the entire Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign.
That's
people
funny.
Only two, because the Canadians, a lot of the Canadians didn't want to cross the border for it. A little too expensive for them. But the two people came up from Florida from the campaign and hung out. It had all of them showed up. We did promise that we would do a session at the reception.
Awesome.
So
at the reception,
hell yeah.
At the reception, absolutely. I would have climaxed it. We actually wrapped up 2 weeks before the wedding, so I would have just bumped that last fight down a couple weeks, and we would have just done that at the wedding, and it would have been fantastic.
So her parents are aware of your title, Dungeon Master, and do know what that means, right? They're not misconstruing what that means.
Nope, no confusion at all.
Okay, Good. Yeah, that reminds me. So here's a side conversation. So I had breakfast with my girlfriend's mom yesterday, and she heard the show for the very first time like a month or two ago when a girl called in and talked about BDSM. And so she didn't know what BDSM was, and we were giving her update that Powers is now dating this girl, right? And it's his girlfriend. But yeah, she said something like she made a reference to knowing about it thanks to the show, and now she's all caught up on the 4 shades of gray. And I'm like, you're so prude, you cut out 46 other shades. Like, you just... It was amazing.
You're forgetting some.
Yeah. All right, I'm waiting for Weirdo to jump in on the stream. But yes, go ahead and post that link there in the comments, Todd. And congratulations.
Congrats.
But we have to get it first, so it'll be a minute.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, it's not done. They're working on it. We saw the preview of a couple of the pictures that the photographer took that were behind the scenes and then in the moment, and they were professional photographers, did way better than parents with an iPhone. Shocking.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So I'm really
They
excited
still
to see
count.
those. But when those come out, yeah, it'll be slapped all over social media, and we'll probably have another moment here where we're like, look how it actually looked.
Yeah. Well, the hair looked good, the beard looked good. You know, you looking pretty
Yeah.
sharp there, dude. So,
You know,
looks
it's
like a great
amazing
time.
what a $3,000 suit will do for you. So
Jeez, yeah. All right, well, Todd, I'll talk to you here in a little bit. Thanks for giving us the update, and I look forward to seeing that link there in the comments.
GG's, good luck.
All right, thanks, brother. All right, please welcome Weirdo back to
Hi,
the podcast
Weirdo.
broadcast stream.
Hi.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me?
I
Mhm.
can, yeah.
Okay,
I can hear
cool.
you. I can see you. And should pull up your Facebook page? You're doing okay?
You look healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I got some KT tape, I re-inflamed an old injury, but this time it was upgraded to a grade 2 separation. So as you can see, this shoulder is slouching a little bit more.
So you completely separated your shoulder while doing
Ugh.
derby.
That's
And
what
this-
they said.
Yeah. What was the event? It was up in Chandler. So what was the event all about?
Queen Creek. Actually, it's at that new Bell Park,
Okay.
Bell Bank Park or whatever. Like hundreds of acres of just sports.
Oh, nice.
so beautiful facility. It was really, really great.
And they had a track specifically for derby built into that facility?
No, we just need concrete, and then we can
yeah.
put the track. So that's what we did. And well, they did. It's Arizona Roller Derby. I went up as a guest. I coached the first game, which was a bunch of new skaters getting to play in their first scrimmage, and it was all Star Wars themed. So
How funny.
I'll email you a photo right now.
Yeah, email me that photo, and then I'll show.
I look like Jedi Jesus. It's great.
And this weirdo in a doctor's office getting wheeled around right after he got
So
beat
much
up.
fun.
All the drugs.
Yeah, they dope you up, so that's
No,
good.
I mean, they gave me a shot in my ass. That was great.
There you go.
You do look high now that I look at it. Your eyes definitely look high, and then just spinning you around. That's nice.
Yep.
Woo.
Yeah,
Now,
I took a hit that like I've taken dozens of times. I've fallen that way dozens of times, and just that was the one that was just like, fuck you. It's like,
Right.
thanks.
Yep.
and you were awake for the whole thing too, right? So you just felt it, and you knew that you got fucked up.
Yep. All right, here, I'm sending it right now.
Okay.
What, Beef Vegan Presents at Gmail?
Or just be vegan at Gmail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to get another Gmail address. I'm fine with
No.
just the one.
Oh, I have
get
like
enough
9 of them.
That's true. You're right.
God, it's getting old.
Yeah, no, I don't
So
want to do that.
when did this accident happen?
This was
This is-
Friday.
Oh, Friday,
and
okay.
And then you still went up and celebrated Memorial Day weekend in Sedona
Damn.
Right.
and had a good old time. But where you just had to be drunk the whole time and like
no,
numb?
I don't drink them sober. No, but I
Okay.
had some Xanax. Good to
Oh,
go.
nice.
He was like,
Nice.
he's like, I can give you a muscle relaxer. I was like, will Xanax work? I already have that prescription. He's like, that will be perfect. Have fun. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that. We got about 40 seconds for on the air, so we'll just have you on the air while I do this Walmart story, and then we'll pull up that picture to see what you got there. And did you get all bruised up too?
I
that what
don't
you're gonna
bruise.
show?
I don't really bruise anymore.
You don't bruise. Don't tell me that.
It's
Everyone
like
I'm
bruises.
calloused.
I don't
I'm
got time to
calloused.
bleed. It's like, damn, that's so tough.
I mean, I
Yeah,
try.
how do you not bruise?
taken hits for many, many years, I guess. I don't know. I just don't really know.
Oh, callus, what you're saying. Okay. All right, we got 5 seconds. Let's get on the air.
Like, what's your secret?
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Joining us via stream is a weirdo back on the show. You may recall we had her in when we were talking about a derby event that she was going to be participating in, and she got injured over the last one that she just did up in Queen Creek. But she's okay. That's the update. We know this, and then we found out that she doesn't bruise because she's not even human. So of course she's okay from getting injured.
T1000.
Yeah,
that's
you're
my
the T1000.
superhuman power. No bruising, kind of lame, but I'll live.
Are you saying so you like dislocated your shoulder, you hit the concrete ground hard, and you don't have a single bruise or colored like yellowish anywhere on your body?
Nope, not even close. I'm just that fancy.
Yeah.
See, now that sounds like a challenge. Like,
I know.
Can you come into the studio and allow somebody to hit you with a mallet on the thigh, just to see whether or not you will bruise?
I mean, sure, I'd go for it. I like pain, so it'll be a fun day.
I can see corporate right now freaking out.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Just
How much for that contract renewal?
Yeah. All right, well, let's get back into the radio content part. I did tease a story about Walmart, and I know a lot of people out there like to go to their Walmart. Just a fair warning, they might be issuing citations if you make a quote unquote mistake during the self-checkout. And I think we're all guilty of making that mistake. Like I mistakenly get 2-for-1 cases of water all the time.
I mistakenly put, unorganic on organic products.
Oh, yes.
My bad.
I mistakenly put in the code for bananas when I'm buying steak.
It happens.
It happens. So some Walmart locations are cracking down on that self-checkout shoplifting that we were talking about as far as mistakes, and issuing citations for people to walk away without paying for their items. So they're going to keep a close eye on everyone at the self-talk or self-checkout lines. And a report out of Arizona talked to people who claim they were cited for these mistakes. So it's happening in our very own backyard. While handing a large number of items. I remember why I almost got arrested for grazing a 99-cent energy shot. Right now, grazing's when you're shopping in the in the grocery store and you eat or drink something. It's a graze, and it is like a low form of shoplifting. And I was with my daughter at the time, single dadding it, and I'm trying to really pull at the heartstrings here. Take that one little energy shot because I'm tired because I'm a single dad. Doing single dad stuff, I need all the caffeine I can get. And this undercover guy, after I spent like $80 on groceries and walking out the store, bombards me like I just robbed the safe. And demands that me and my 3.5-year-old daughter at the time come into the back office, and he grilled me, threatening to call the cops. And I was like, yeah. And I straight up doubled down. Like I was so mad that he was even wasting my time. And he showed me the evidence of the bottle. And I'm like, yeah, call the cops, please. Call the cops. Call the effing cops.
Yeah.
Do it.
Does Walmart
Do it.
not make enough money?
No, apparently Walmart. Well, actually, they are number one again in the Forbes 500 list that was just revealed last week. So they're doing okay, but they want to do a little bit better.
They're still mom and pop.
Yeah.
They're still working. Yeah, they're like Disney.
I see
They're
those
struggling.
stories of when the dad took the diapers, and everybody was like, "You didn't see nothing. You didn't see anything." Whenever I hear about this, I was like, if somebody steals food, diapers, formula, whatever, you didn't see anything. Just let it be.
Exactly. Right. That's almost like charity. So, in some cases, the police were called during this. One woman said that because of her mistake, was more than $30. The sheriff arrested her for petty theft. So I don't really believe that was a mistake, but she said it was a mistake though. And the $30 was just missing a couple veggies. I misread that, but anyways, yeah. So they're doing it out there. It's about $10 per fine, depending on how much you're going to mistake when you go through the checkout line. Yeah. So there's no out for this story. That was just it. Now we're gonna get back to some pictures from Weirdo. I want to see her injuries because I guess I'm a twisted individual. You got some fun pictures to share, Weirdo?
Right. So I think the first one you're going to pull up is me as Jedi Jesus.
Good. All right. We're going to see her as Jedi Jesus on the podcast broadcast stream. We'll be back here live on Rock 1 2.1. Don't go away. I apologize because seriously, I've like burnt so many brain cells this weekend. I'm like really just stringing it together. I'm like, what's
Your brain's just picking random words. Like, that'll work.
in a fucking days.
That'll work.
Like legitimately. All right, let me pull this.
I feel your pain.
Oh, this is a movie, huh?
Oh, I sent the video of the hit. My girlfriend took video
Oh.
and I isolated it to just that hit.
All right, let's
Injury in
see.
4K.
Let's see if I can pull this up. I didn't get the picture yet, so send that to me again.
What the
All right.
stupid technology?
Yeah. All right, here's how I'm going to do this. Yeah, send me that. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Let me play F My Life from earlier. I'm going to get all set up with the video and the picture. And and then I'm going to reteach myself how to read. And we'll be back.
I can read good.
I like fucked up so much information on that. It's just like I am fake news. I am Captain Misinformation.
Walmart and steel prices.
Yeah,
and,
that's my F My Life. I got crazier stories that I'm going to share about this weekend as well, including some family drama. But first, if you missed F My Life from this morning, well, something like this.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. It's time for another edition of F My Life. These unfortunate situations emailed to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, maybe from an extended weekend, you can do so right now by giving us a call 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362. And Rico and I will weigh in on your F My Life situation. You ready, Rico?
Yes, sir.
First email sent to me by Andrea. She said, today during a conversation with my in-laws, I opened up about my insecurities concerning my looks. My mother-in-law responded, but you're not beautiful. She then repeated it. You're not beautiful.
Whoa.
All right. Tough crowd.
Yeah,
F My Life, Rico. What do you say?
Yeah, there's a lot of digging into that's needed, I think.
Yeah, I don't
What the
know.
hell, Mom?
I think it's right there on the surface.
You did this.
It's mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Even
Yes.
worse.
Yes.
Okay.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
F
She
My Life.
didn't do this. All right. Next F My Life situation. Yeah, definitely a F My Life, Andrea. And you are beautiful. Don't listen to her.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
James Blake.
She's gonna hate. All right. Next F My Life situation sent to me by Jake said, today I discovered that my recent binge watching of Young Sheldon has caused me to hear Jim Parsons' voice narrating everything I read, including this FML email. So, F My Life for Jake.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would ruin my life.
I don't know. I mean, I guess there's worse voices that you could have voice over your narrative inside your head, but
You hear a laugh track every time something bad happens to you?
I hear a laugh track every time I tell a bad joke.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah. No, boosts up my
Whatever
self-esteem.
works.
Yeah, which I got lots of bad jokes. All right, next up, my life situation sent to me by Crystal. She said, today I accidentally dropped my birth control pill. My cat ate it before I could pick it up.
Ugh.
Oh, well, at least the cat won't get pregnant. Is that how that works? I don't know. F My Life, Rico.
If we learn something from this, then maybe we'll,
Oh, I'm no scientist. I don't know. I would not feed your cat's birth control pills. I'm just going to go on the record and say that. All right, next F My Life situation. I know it's too complicated for us to weigh in on. All right, next F My Life situation sent to us by Vince. I said, today, my wife told me that I was a 5 on the scale of how well I flirted and romanced her. And the guy before me was a 9. This was at the kitchen table in front of our kids. They thought it was hilarious and told me that I shouldn't even bother anymore.
Jeez.
Yeah, F My Life. What do you say, Rico?
Yeah, your kids are laughing at you about that? I'd say brush it off, maybe big baby and have a good comeback.
Yeah, I'm going to say big baby for sure because you got her as your wife.
That's
so
right.
You won the long game. And they were talking about your flirting skills. At least the 5 and the 9 wasn't inches. That's something you don't want to hear. All right, and the final F My Life today sent to me by Gina. She wrote, today I went to the gym that I just became a member of, making an extra effort to look good because I've heard there are hot guys there. The lady at the front desk said they need to take my picture, then took a second look and said, don't worry, hon. We'll take it when you're more prepared.
Wow.
Whoa. F My Welcome back, weirdo. All right, I got the video. I got the picture. Check out Hot Jesus here, real quick.
Thank you.
Hot Jedi Jesus.
Yeah. So, what was the theme?
So it was Sith versus Jedi. I was coaching Team Jedi, and I was like, I want to be Obi Weird Kenobi. So I borrowed my friend's cosplay, and it was boiling hot. But it was fun anyway. And I ran around with a purple lightsaber, so it was good.
Nice. You hit anybody with the lightsaber?
Yeah, I hit one of the photographers by accident. It's fine.
There you go. All right, that's good. Because if you would have said no, I'm like, that's a missed opportunity.
I know.
I mean, come on.
It's not
You're doing
regulation.
derby. And then we got the video all queued up as well. So this is the actual hit of you eating shit. And
This is
somebody was.
By the way, this is in the I only played in this one jam. It was the third jam of the game. I was in the game for all of 1 minute and 15 seconds, and then that was it.
You gotta love how that happens, right?
Every
So
time.
you play full games, you walk out
Yep.
Unscathed, but you just pop in just for an appearance.
Just for fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Here's a
Right.
receipt.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And then someone was kind enough to be like, oh, you really got fucked up. Here's the video I took. Yeah. So that was nice of them to show you the video.
Oh, it was my girlfriend that took the video.
Oh, nice.
It's
Yeah.
my
Now
girlfriend.
can you hear her reacting in this video?
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Okay, let's find out.
Oh.
Let's see, I got it muted right now. Play it again. I'm playing it again.
So here comes Kalaka. Boom.
Oh, yeah. Did you even
That
see
is
her
a
coming?
power hit.
I did, and there was not a whole lot I could
Not a
do about
thing.
it. She's a very high
Yeah.
level skater.
Oh yeah, I want to hear the play-by-play here. So I want to know your thought process here. So right now we're gonna show that video again, and you're gonna speak inside the mind of Weirdo at this moment. Okay. So
Well,
here's the
But
setup.
before you hit play, let me load
Okay.
this up. Okay. So I was jamming, and
Yeah,
Kalaka,
okay.
the one that's about to hit me, had been rocking my world. I'm like, man, I might be in a game that's a little too high level. Let me pass the cover and go back to blocking. So
Yeah.
I'd finally had, okay, I was like, okay, cool. I'm really tired already, but it's fine. And then she's about, I'm helping brace,
Uh-huh.
which is, helping my teammates or whatever. And then that's when I see her and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, because you were also kind of like posted up, just standing still. So you're literally blocking like a wall. I'm just like, I'm right here. You can
Right.
go around me, and she's like,
Right.
nah, bitch, I go through. Right.
By the way, Clock is one of my really good friends too. So
Yeah.
It's a friendly
Friends like that. Who needs enemies? Here we go.
right.
Here's what weird. Again, just give me the thought process here as you
Right.
just what's inside your head as it's happening.
Right. So I'm looking for the jammer. Oh crap, here comes Clock. I'm dead. That's it.
out of nowhere.
But right there you can see my left arm's down more. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm off
Ah.
the ground. I'm off the ground.
Damn.
So
Yeah. She lifts you up. Let's see. And boom.
watch.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah, the arm
that
placement.
was a good friend, huh? Yeah. And
Yeah,
then,
so I mean,
oh.
I picked a cheek, right? That's the rule. If you fall backwards, you pick a cheek so you don't fall on your coccyx, your tailbone.
Right.
I picked my left, and that's the side that suffered.
Oof.
Okay. So, I mean, do you normally go on your right cheek?
I don't
You
know.
have a preferred cheek that's like better, like you train one over the other.
One's just more muscular.
I mean, I have a preferred cheek for other activities, but
Nah.
I mean,
I just wonder if
Hey-o.
you're doing one-legged squats, you know.
nope.
this
Try
video's
to
like-
try to make it as even as possible. And that time, just no. And at first, what hurt was my tailbone and my left ass cheek. So
Yeah.
I thought it was that. And then as the adrenaline started to come down, I was like, I think I fucked my shoulder again. So
Right.
here we are. Now it's like sad.
So how long are you going to be on the shelf? Do you have to do physical training? What are you doing to fix it?
Physical therapy. I already had tendonitis in the shoulder from being a hairstylist. So
Yeah.
Mm.
I called in to get my referral renewed this morning. Got to wait a couple days. I'll start on that again. I'll do some light contact, but we're coming into summer break, so I'm gonna take it easy.
All right. Yeah. It's at the end of the season anyway. So
Keep
that's good.
icing it.
Yeah,
All
well, we
right.
got our newbies. Our newbies have their graduation scrimmage this Sunday. So I think we're gonna have like 9 or 10 that will be joining the team this fall. And we got 4 games scheduled this fall and recruiting new
Nice.
skaters in July. So we're coming into some good stuff.
Oh, nice. So, and that's happening this Sunday, huh? The scrimmage.
Well, Saturday.
Saturday?
Saturday, but it's friends and family only. We're not doing a big thing. We're just letting them invite who they want, and because it's going to be a learning thing, we're going to stop. Excuse me. We're going to stop so often and explain things and make it a really good learning experience.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And show them how not to fall. Show them the video. Be like, this is what you signed up for.
Right.
Congratulations.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Right.
gonna be
Buckle
great.
up.
Well, I love it. Well, thanks for popping in with us. I appreciate it and the update, and I'm glad that you're doing better. And we'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Later.
Okay. Later. That's
Hello.
Weirdo, everybody. All right. So let's do this. I got to get ready for our next segment. But first, here's this morning's Morning Moron. Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's now 6:13. Time for your Morning Moron. Oh, we're doing a Florida Man Morning Moron. Let's kick things off this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one's great. You ever been caught with your pants down, Rico?
Many, many times.
What was your excuse for being caught with your pants down?
Indigestion.
Okay. Now, usually that's a metaphorical expression, but in Florida, it's a literal expression. As a 29-year-old man named Kenneth was caught with his pants down. To be more precise, he was caught with his pants open and his genitals exposed. Now, Florida police were responding to a silent alarm at the Red Mesa Cantina in St. Petersburg when they found the 29-year-old with his genitals out, and they asked him what he was doing after he's read his rights, because they arrested his ass. And Gray told them that he knew he was trespassing and said he was doing a chant and cleansing himself spiritually.
Religious exemption.
Yes.
Nice.
Now, that's, I don't know. I mean, doing a chant's one way to cleanse yourself spiritually. Do you have to get the poison out manually? That's the question that I'm asking. And of course, Florida police don't have any answers when it comes to that. He is currently in jail in lieu of a $250 bond. It seems like it's going to take a while to raise that money. And he's been ordered to stay away from the restaurant. Like, just please don't.
We already have a secret sauce.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need another one.
So, breaking into a cantina, whipping out your genitals and saying you're doing it to cleanse broadcasts. Of course, we're live on the YouTube and Facebook and all that good stuff. I'd like to thank Weirdo for popping in on the stream, and Todd earlier. It's great. It's because we could have all our friends just kind of just pop in and out, give us updates on life and all that stuff. So we're gonna continue to do that as we look forward into the future. So I'm expecting to put together a list of just great friends that I've made over the years that are very talented people that are just going to pop in and join us via satellite from wherever they are throughout the world, talking about different artists, comedians, things like that.
Ooh.
So yes, the trial run of this stream and this experiment that is the morning show is over. We're officially off to the races.
Yes.
And that's, it's good news. All right, let's.
Good things.
Earlier this morning, I asked the question in 5 words or less: give the best advice you can muster to the world around you. All right, and I have a bunch of great comments here on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page. I want to go through some of my favorites. So let's see. Karen wrote, "Sprinkle kindness everywhere you go." A little sprinkle. How would you sprinkle?
Salt Bay?
What?
What?
No, you can't answer my what with the what. Oh, what the hell did you just say?
All right, Munster.
Yeah.
Whatever.
How would you? You made it like I just heard something there. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I guess that was me. All right, that was pretty smooth. Okay, Janie wrote, "Be kind." So there's 2 words. Keep it simple. Another comment here was, "Don't be an a-hole." I think that's a good one to live by. Right. Daniel wrote, "Roll another one." All right.
Ooh.
Aaliyah. Now these are wise words right here. And I wish I knew this when I was younger, because I injured myself pretty badly. Don't fry bacon naked. Yes. That you're even shirtless, but definitely not naked.
You have to learn that just in person.
You have to learn the hard way.
Learn the hard way.
So you
You
got
have to respect the bacon grease.
Yeah. You got to blister the tip a little bit, just to know.
It's a rite of passage.
Right. Ryan wrote, "It is what it is." I don't like that one, but it's a common saying.
I hate it.
Yeah. No, I get that all the time and domestically. And I'm like, nah, don't say that. I say, when you know better, do better. Ooh. Oh, that's monk like wisdom right there.
Mm-hmm.
Peace starts in your head. You ever heard that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good one too.
Starts inside.
Yes, Curtis with the Zombieland words of advice, always double tap. I like that. And see. Sean wrote, sinking ship, learn to swim. Oh, nice. And then finally, Kristen wrote, be aware of red flags, which I got a lot of questions for Kristen on this. Like, what red flags are you referring to? And when did you learn this? How long
Sounds
ago did
ominous.
you learn this? Yeah. Sounds like you got a couple red flags that you ignored over the years. But yeah, so you could comment your wise words on our post on the Rock 102.1 Facebook page. I'd appreciate that. I got a viral video that I'm going to share with you guys on the podcast broadcast stream. Take a quick break on the FM side and be back with your beef tip right after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA, Beef Vegan Presents.
The one I like a lot is don't get bitter, get better.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that as well.
One.
All right, you guys ready for some inside talk here? I know you are. So, yes, you guys are all caught up by now and should know that we did renew the contract for the show. So the show has been renewed for 2 years, which is great news. This is great news. And it was one of those things where I'm very bad at negotiating in general. I was terrible at it at first. I'm getting better with each situation that I come across, but they're few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
So initially, I told them what I was expecting and what I would like. And I was waiting on corporate to come back with an offer. So they came back, they dragged their feet, it took a couple weeks, and they finally came back with an offer. And this is a strategy, right? That companies will use. Because it kind of gets you in a desperate, like you think we're running out of time. We got to get this done. Now, in all reality, my contract wasn't going to end till July. That's when it started. But for whatever reason, I just wanted to get this shit over with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they came back with an offer that was okay. It was a little raise here, increase in bonuses there. And to be the nice guy, which in business, you should never be the nice guy. That's where nice guys finish last in that saying. But to be the nice guy and just to get the deal done and show gratitude for getting an offer and getting 2 years, so I could, at the very least, when it's all said and done, have a job and stay in Tucson until my daughter graduates high school, which is a goal of mine. So I don't have to move around. So, I was happy about that. There's a lot of things I'd wish, but I'm like, I definitely always want more, and you should always want more. That's healthy. But again, to show gratitude and just get it over with, I signed a contract. Done deal. Signed it on Thursday. And then Nick, Manny, and Anthony came in. They gifted me the flag. That was cool. They did that on Wednesday. But so it was a good week. And then ratings came out on Friday. And I joked on Thursday that I don't care what the ratings say. I already signed the deal. Jokes on them. Right. So ratings came out on Friday. Ratings really good, like really, really good. Now, keep in mind, this show started at very last place. Like this 6 to 10 a.m. on KFMA was last place on the FM dial, which I didn't even think was fucking possible. And there's like, I don't know. It's just very last place. And they jokingly said to me, like, the good news is you got nowhere to go but up. The bad news is we're not going to do anything to help you. Yeah. So that was the deal. And so to even get a contract renewed was the challenge because, again, kind of set up to fail. And they weren't doing anything and investing any financially to turn it around. They're just like, it's your problem, deal with it. And that's what we've been doing. And we dealt with it. Now things are really good. So our last book, there's a couple different categories in our demo that we're in top 3, which is amazing. And like my boss is so happy. Mac, he's like, I could kiss you. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Don't.
Please don't.
But then he said he told the news to my GM, who's a very sweet lady, and she forgot. She's like, oh, we got to get him signed to that new contract. And he's telling me this. And then he's like, no, you signed the contract yesterday. And she's like, oh, yeah. Oh. And then I just imagine him doing this. Oh, yeah. What a fucking idiot. Oh, he kind of got a good, like, another $10,000, $20,000 or whatever a year annually. Nope. Like any of that.
Just champagne and laughing.
So, like, literally, if I would have waited a couple days, okay, I would have had, and if I would have came back with a counter saying, I like this, but I would like this, right? Because that's what you do in a negotiation. Only a fucking moron, a boneheaded dumbass who can't even like string words together, but entertains Southern Arizona on the regular, would accept the first offer. You never accept the first offer. That's the deal. Like, you never accept the first offer.
Right.
I accepted the first offer. And then the very next day, I get leverage to where I could have negotiated a higher salary for not only me, but for Rico and Powers. I fucked it up for all of us.
To be fair, you had to pee really bad.
I mean, might as well. But yes, so
yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So to recap, right? Like, I'm getting told this news. This is news I've been waiting for an entire year, right? This ratings call and getting rating success, and I should be happy, but inside I'm fuming. I am so like, it's so bittersweet.
Yeah.
I'm like happy but disappointed at the same time, because I'm like, son of a bitch.
You would have known.
Yeah, and now for 2 years, I guess. Oh my God.
There's no renegotiating. There's no
you
nothing,
can't.
Nothing.
You can't do that. I
Nothing.
learned that the hard way too. Because I'll remind you of this story. When I first got the job here, I was working for free every day for 7.5 years. So I was just excited to get any kind of financial offer, right? And so Matt calls me up and he's like, okay, yeah, we want to hire you for this job to be co-host of Schmonty in the Morning. And I'm like, oh yeah, absolutely. And he's like, we're going to offer you $30,000 a year. And I go, I'll take it. Right. And he's like, dude, you're supposed to ask for more. Is what he told me.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, my bad.
Come on, kid.
Yeah. And kid. And keep in mind, I'm like 36 years old. And so I'm like, oh, can I have more? And he's like, best I can do is 32,000. And before he could even finish, I go, I'll take it.
Oh God.
He's like, dude,
Come
fine.
on.
Right. So anyways, I'm super excited. 32,000. I'm like, whatever. Yeah. You're paying me for radio. That's amazing. That's my goal. I hang up the phone and I do the math. And once I do the math, I'm like, oh shit, I can't support me and my daughter in another city on that rate. So I call back and I'm like, can I get more money? And he's like, no, like, that's not how it works. You just agreed to the deal.
No, dummy.
Yeah. So there you go. I did the same thing. I did.
Should have read Trump's The Art of the Deal before.
Yeah. And it was Wednesday and I signed the deal. I just posted about it on Thursday. So yeah. I should have read The Art of the Deal. I fucked up. But I mean, it's bittersweet.
No deal.
We're still celebrating these successes, and obviously streamers, OG streamers, you guys had everything to do with that, and I thank you so much for that. But yeah, but bittersweet. I'm like, I'm taking Friday, I have the day off too, and I'm like, that's great news. Fucking great news. Great news.
Well, think about it this way. Now there's opportunity in other segments. Hopefully, we can get sponsorship by OnlyFans and different stuff. So
yes.
Who
Well, no,
knows?
I mean, based on my salary, I'm still strongly considering starting my own OnlyFans.
There you go.
Yeah. Yes, I'm taking the wins where
Take
you
the
can.
wins.
Yeah, and it's true. I mean, well, the win is that so get them next time. You're absolutely right on that. But I have to, just kind of continue to grind through for the next 2 years, which is fine. And if Rico and Powers can do it as well, we'll all be stronger for it. But, we are going to figure out ways to make some extra money as well. But then the party begins. So like now all eyes are focused on how do we continue to do cool shit again? Like this station, right? Obviously KFMA Day, fall ball, that's cool shit. That's going to come back. That's a guarantee, and can't wait to have those come back. What else can we do to bring cool shit back again? And now that we have 2 years, it's time to party, right? And set that up. So there's a lot of game planning going into that, and we'll make sure it goes down and we have a good time with it. So
absolutely. Hell yeah.
I know you enjoy the stream. I enjoy you on the stream. So even though it's been a brain dead Tuesday. So I had, real quick. I had my daughter go up to Phoenix to go hang out with her baby mom, right? Over the weekend, because her stepdad's son was graduating high school, and they're good people, but they have little vices. But her stepdad, he's a legitimate guy, man. He has a good career and everything. I like him a lot. But every time she goes up there, my daughter goes up there, something catastrophic happens. This motherfucker ODs on pills and was in the hospital all weekend after the graduation party. And so I had to go up to Phoenix to pick up my daughter. And that's all I'm going to tell you right now, because now we're back on the air. Rock 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I know I like to drop little tidbits. Like, you want to know more? Too bad. I'm going to wrap up. Let me give you a beef tip here on this Tuesday morning. And this beef tip is actually great advice for anyone that's planning on going on vacation or flying this summer. Now, obviously, it's super expensive, but the biggest pain in the ass about flying is waiting for your luggage to come back out after you land. So here are 3 ways to make your bags come out first after a flight.
Ooh.
All right. Yeah, this is legit. So you can fly first class if you got the money or work towards getting airline status, but that's too much of a pain in the ass. Yeah. You could ask for a fragile sticker when you check your bag.
Oh.
Yeah, because those bags are loaded late. But the thing that you're going to do that won't cost you any money, that will definitely get your bag out first, is be last to check in. If you're late at the check-in and you're there last minute, your bag will get on the plane last, and therefore it gets off the plane first. Yeah, it's one of those situations where being irresponsible actually pays off. So next time you go on a flight, make sure you wait until you check your bags, just so you know when you land, you're first out the door to be able to enjoy your vacation. And that's your beef tip. Enjoy the rest of your day. Riley's up next. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon us.
Whoop, clear. All right, so that was our theme song, but I feel like I should finish the story.
Tune in next week for Beef's conclusion to OD Chronicles.
Yeah, I mean, all that other stuff, which I can't even talk about the other station or show, but it is still good though, because yes, there are certain categories that we're still beating him. There's still categories that he is still king of the mountain, and good for him. We could coexist and both be successful. But the only thing that differs from that is that they didn't count on me being successul. They counted on the opposite. They're like, oh, there's no way you could do this. You're going to fuck it up. And I'm like, oh yeah, hold my beer.
It's very cinematic.
It is good, right? Well, that's a pretty interesting
There's
story.
no way he's going to win. And then he just comes out like, oh, look at him go.
Yeah. I play some Kenny Loggins.
Exactly.
I got into the danger zone, and here we are. All right. I am wrapping up the stream, though. I will see you tomorrow morning. We're going to have Powers in studio. Hot Rock's going to join us with his Facebook drama, and it will be a good time. But I thank Todd and Weirdo for joining the stream as well. You guys have a good one. We'll check you out tomorrow. Later streamers.